point in life, I wanted to be a professional poker player. I played poker online for hours every day. At one point, I never lost money. I didn't make enough money to make it worth the time I was spending, so I decided there wasn't enough ROI on my poker career. But today we're gonna play tabletop poker. I have some cards here. I'm gonna have you pick up a card, and on these cards there's a question that I'm gonna have you answer as your table topics. So, Robert, can we have you come play first? Pick a card, any card.
What is the most important thing your parents taught you? Life lessons are not easy to learn. Growing up with a single mother and not knowing my father, I didn't meet my father until he was 19. So that was a pretty big lesson they taught me with the importance of being there for my children. But the number one thing that my mother taught me was how to provide. Being a single mother and being able to keep us fed and sheltered. We didn't always get the nicest of clothes, but we were clothed. Never went cold, never went hungry. Might not have had the nicest things, but she worked hard for everything we did have. And sometimes she put in long hours, which made it where she wasn't there for us. But the thing that I learned from that was provide for your family at all costs.
Marila, would you like to come pick? Or would you come pick, maybe even if you don't like to?
Name 3 things you really like about yourself. One of the things I like is that I don't give up. That's one of the things I think one of my strong points is I don't give up. The second would be adventuresome. I think I'm up for adventure. I have to be careful what I agree to do. Sometimes it's not what I thought it was. So and the third one is I like to cook. I like to try out new recipes and surprise people. They don't think I can cook, but I surprise them. That's fun. That's really fun. I don't cook as often as I used to.
Rodney.
A lot of stuff on this card. What am I doing? Number 2. What is the most generous thing you have ever done? Nobody likes to talk about what the things that they did. But I'll try to step outside myself a little bit. I have 13 children. And I love having kids, which is a good thing because I've got a lot of them. 10 of my children are adopted. And when you have birth children, it's a wonderful experience. I have 3 birth children and I love them to death. They come to you new. You get to, watch the process grow. You go to the ultrasounds, you hear the heartbeat. Adoption, children come to you already made, sometimes with names, with backgrounds, with histories, with problems. And there's a saying in adoption that most people don't really talk about a lot, and it's you hope that you stop before you adopt one child too many. And our last adoption was really, really hard. And those 3 girls, I've talked a little bit at other times, they aren't in my home anymore because they needed to grow up in a home where there weren't little kids. And I had to decide, because you decide when you adopt, to love somebody. And I had to decide twice whether I loved those girls. The first time was easy, because they were a cute picture, and the second time was a little harder. That was probably the most generous.